Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Russell Wilson. Getting cooked. Too easy there. I apologize. He was on fire the first half. What happened in overtime? We're looking at diving into it. Welcome to the QB School. So I was really locked in to getting ready to do another Russell Wilson crushes soul of divisional rival in the first half. Just on fire. Some unbelievable moon bombs that really do deserve their own video. But what happened at the end of that game, to me, was kind of better for what this channel is really about. Deep dives, figuring out exactly what happened. And we're going to look at 2.5-ish plays of exactly what happened in overtime with the Seahawks. And as usual, with high-level quarterback play and decision-making, it comes down to pass protection. So let's see it. All right, we're in overtime, 3rd and 6. To me, this is about a 50% completion percentage. Don't know exactly what the stats are, but the thing to pay attention to here is there is a middle field player. We are middle field closed. They are all up in our face. Punt rush. Nobody even with their hand on the ground. To me, playing quarterback, I see this, I think bluff. Why do I think bluff? Because there's a guy in the middle of the field. It's not cover zero. It's going to be really hard for that guy to come down and cover somebody from the slot. That is the indicator that they are bluffing. Now, jump off sides, 3rd and 6 goes to 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11, disaster. 3rd and 6, coin flip. 3rd and 11, bummer. Okay, but Van is locked in with this call. They're going to go with the exact same call. And again, the thing to pay attention to is there a middle field player? Because if there's a middle field player and you're playing quarterback and you have Max, there he is in the middle of the field, it's easy to see. They're not trying to hide it. He's not coming down to cover Lockett from right there. He's not. So we get the false start. All right, let's roll it up again. 3rd and 11, not great. But there's a middle field player. Quarterback-wise, you are good. You should be good. So that's the first thing for me. I'm thinking they are bluffing. They cannot overload me with a middle field player, just math-wise. But sure as hell, they do. They've got a great scheme locked in here, and this is really 2 on the edge. It's a specialty blitz to beat full slide pass pro. This is chess match after chess match after chess match, coordinator versus coordinator right here, and it's a great call by Van. Now, what I'm talking about here is that off the edge, we're going to go, this is technically full slide protection for me. Well, that's not really true. He pulls back here, right here, which I think you could make the argument that you don't have to do that, but we're going to go, let's just go math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's who Olsen, the main player here, is looking at. Now, normally, bump coverage, you would think, oh, he's got him for sure. But again, it's not zero. There's a middle field player. So this could be a zone pressure. Again, nobody's hand is on the ground. Easy to bail out of there. So one more time math-wise. 4. Now it's not 7. It's 8. So what happens here is we go off the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's basically like gap protection. Everyone's got the gap to their left. Well, the thing about gap protection is someone's going to have 2 gaps. And it's right here. So he's got here and he's got here. So when he comes down, this dude is free. That's on 3. Now, you got to be able to know exactly where you're hot. So in this type of protection, and I'm telling you with a lot of certainty that this is some sort of gap protection with how Olsen's doing it. It's not his first game. It's not a preseason game 1. He is stepping down to secure this gap. Now, when he gets help here, you would love to see him come off, but that's a tough ask from that position. It's a hell of a lot easier. That's why you have backs in pass protection often and not tight ends to do it from back there. But when he steps down, this thing is a green light, and that's on 3. So again, gap protection. We're going to watch this a handful of times. Step down. There it is. He steps down. It doesn't matter that those guys bail out. His responsibility is the gap down. I'm talking about Olsen here. His steps down. Now, you would love to see him be able to reset and make a Hall of Fame block to the right, but that's tough duty because he's got to step down in that gap. The first step, his first step is with his left foot. Boom. Well, you got to know where you got 2 on 1. Now, he's probably thinking it's man coverage, but because there's a middle field player, they can hit you with some sort of zone pressure, which is exactly what happens right here, and he's shocked. So, yeah, does it suck to have a free runner when you have 7 people pass protecting? Yes. Yes, it does. It's not good. But they schemed you up. They put 2 on the full slide. They know exactly what they're doing. The only way that you get around this, in my opinion, and this is what I thought he was going to do when he brought him in, whatever can kill the protection, bring him in here. The only way you get around this is by having it go across key here. And what I mean by that is it's gap here, gap here, gap here, gap here, gap here, gap here, and then we're around. But it still can be 2 on the back here, technically. Someone in full slide has 2 on them, and that is the hot key. But again, this is coordinator versus coordinator getting schemed. But this is also on the best player in the league right now to know where he's hot. And I get why he would think that he isn't with that look, with that leverage. But, I mean, come on. That's too easy. Rushing 4, free runner, 3rd and 11, sack. Damn. So again, all that happens really quickly. For me, the indicator, well, besides the fact that he's not even looking to the right, which is a little scary. He has no idea he's hot here, probably because there's a middle field player. And I get that they're only rushing 4. But it sure looks like the rules of the protection put 2 on Olsen. So again, full speed here. There he is, checks the protection. There's a middle field player you can't see. And there it is. Happens fast. From the back end, see if you get the ID. Again, 8 across, middle field player. You got to know where you're going to have the potential hot. And there it is. Just that fast. All right, so that's the first L. I could say you could put the blame everywhere there. Offensive line, coordinator, quarterback. So halftime, you dig the channel, you haven't for some reason yet, please subscribe, crush the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put out new stuff. I appreciate it. Then, if you haven't, also check out the QB School tool. It is free. It is easy to use. The link is in the description. I appreciate you getting over there, having fun with it. Warning, it's mildly addictive. And then finally, a new course came out this month for the QB School, How to Beat Every Coverage. If you dig the channel and you're ready to take your kind of football knowledge to a whole nother level, get over there, check out the course. If you dig the channel, you will love the course. It's by far the best video content I have ever created. So I appreciate you getting over there, checking it out. Let's keep the video going. This final one is brutal on a bunch of different levels. It's the exact same pressure, y'all. You know that they went over to the sideline and talked about it. It doesn't matter about the formation is different. It's the exact same pressure. Bringing 4 from 8 up with a middle field player you can't see. Come on. There's no way this can happen in the same period. This is about making in-game adjustments. This is about making in-game adjustments, in series, in between series adjustments. Talking about a tight window trying to throw the ball in. What? This is the problem. Well, not to go off on a soapbox, but this is a problem with shotgun. You have to take your eyes off the ball. You predetermine things pre-snap. Because if you're under center, there's no way you make this throw. But that's not a hot throw. That's not a window throw. Even if that ball gets through and it's not intercepted, they're talking about making window throws there. He's not even looking. Those guys aren't trained on those type of vertical routes from the 3 and the 2 to be looking like that with guys running out to them. So one more time, go full speed here. It's the exact same pressure. This time they have it blocked up. They're only bringing 4. They don't get it in a full slide. They get it totally blocked up. But that was just brutal. Inside a minute, pick on 3rd and forever. Totally out there seeing things that aren't there, predetermining where to go with the ball. Just kind of shockingly, just games you don't think Seattle loses. Especially Russell Wilson, you don't see him make mistakes like this very often. Just clearing out of there. It's the exact same thing. You go to the sideline, you look and say, how'd they get me the last time? This is why I think it makes it that much worse. And then trying to talk about throwing into windows. What window? He's not even looking. I mean, that ball hits him in the ear hole. Man, no chance. Luckily, Metcalf had 2 tackles. Or that game is a rout. My goodness. This one was just, obviously, changed the whole trajectory of the game. Mr. Obvious. But man, it's shocking to me that they got him with the same one twice in the same overtime period. So again, one more time, you see the middle field player. So this is a little bit different as far as how they get there just because the formation is different. But again, middle field player, 3 deep zone. They drop 4 guys out. It doesn't matter which of these 7 right here drop out, or which 4 of the 7 drop out. They get a full cover 3 here. The two guys off the edge are the pressures, edge, pressure. They've got 6 people blocking, and it's picked up. So again, this is what seeing ghost looks like in real time without a quarterback saying he's seeing ghosts. He thinks he's getting hit with the ghost pressure. I mean, there's... Oh. And it's got a chance for a massive play if he just drops back and puts 2 on that middle field player. My goodness. You know, they got him. They got him twice in the same period, same overtime period, with the same pressure. The best player in the league when it mattered most. One more time, all the way through, full speed. See if you can see it now. Again, I never liked when everybody didn't have their hand down. Just felt like more dudes were playing defense, but my goodness. Great play by him. That dude's a freak on freak right there, but man, shocking. I think the most shocking element of that overtime period with Russell Wilson was just the same blitz. And it wasn't so much the fact that, you know, exactly whose issue it was everybody's issue, the first part of that series, as far as the penalty, the pass protection, the concept, being able to see it, being shocked that it's there. But then I think the most unsettling part is just the in-game adjustment, or the lack thereof. The idea being, you can't get hit with the same blitz in the next series, in the next crucial down, and make that type of critical error. It's one thing to have a sack. It's another thing to throw a pick that loses the game. And so, yeah, people make mistakes, no doubt about it. He's going to be better. He's, if not the best player, at the absolute pinnacle, top tier of quarterbacks in the league. But even guys at the very, very top can make critical errors in critical moments. And I think that there's an opportunity to learn that it's not just the quarterback. It certainly is the quarterback playing a major part in it, but it's the pass protection, it's the concept, it's penalties, and it's all those things going together that give you a shot to win those games. And it just didn't work out for Seattle. We'll see. I'm going to guess that Russell Wilson is going to get walked up like that. The old amoeba, everybody at the line of scrimmage, punt block, people bluffing out, people blitzing him, because now he's shown that he can't handle it necessarily when it matters most. So that'll be dialed up for Seattle moving forward. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.